Okay, so this is something new we're doing here. I'm gonna try. Let's see if I can do a let's play type deal here. So this is Formula One 2014. Just picked this up. It's challenging. I'm terrible at racing games, really. So anyway, so I'm gonna go to my career here. And the menus aren't super intuitive. So I guess this is loading up a race for me. I did a test session last time, qualified 21st out of 22, and I have it on all the easiest settings, so it's definitely like a race simulator. Oh, look at me, I'm getting into my car. This is kind of cool. So, let's see here. Okay. What? Okay, well I'm gonna speed up time here. I don't know how... Okay, I guess my last test didn't stay. Okay, let's see if I can do something here. Where
the track is quiet right now. Let's get out while it's clear.
Okay. Go to the track. You know what, I'm gonna skip all that, because, like, I'm just not that much of a race person that I don't know what I'm doing, really. So I'm gonna fly through the time here, see if I can get, I mean, I'm gonna start in the back of the field regardless, so, let me see if it'll, let me just start in the back if I don't qualify. Wow, these guys are all qualifying. A lot. So you can see it's super entertaining to watch time go by so far. This is some of the fun you'll see with games like Football Manager 2015 and F1 2014, where you get to look at spreadsheets. So if I was a die-hard racing fan, I would probably know these names, and I'd probably know what these guys all do. And I'd probably be super excited about all this stuff that's going on here. But that said, I'm not particularly juiced right now. I mean, it's okay that these guys are qualifying or whatever. Oh, there we go. 30 times faster. Oh, sweet. Alright, that makes it go faster. And I care not much about this, so... So what's going to happen is I'm going to run out of time. They're going to be like, why didn't you try and qualify? You can't race in this race, probably. If that happens, I'll be like, kind of upset, I guess. But, oh, okay, let's see what happens. Oh, ooh. Yep, I'm just starting in the back of the field. So, like, I don't know. I don't know much. I know that I'm on the Mercedes racing team, which is what Lewis Hamilton's on. So, I mean, that's pretty insulting to all those other guys that, hey, Lewis Hamilton, and then me. So, anyway. It's a pretty great looking car. And graphically, I have this game turned up as high as I can. I don't know if that'll come across in the game capture or not. The graphics are okay. I don't know. They aren't great, that's for sure. I kind of like the little gaming console type thing they put on the hood of my car. I think it's probably a real thing, right? I mean, like, when you're sitting in the garage, they give you a little touchscreen thing. Okay, I'm going to tear out and peel out if I hit the gas too hard, so this is not Mario Kart. You're going to have to ease on the gas a little bit. Okay, right in the back, right where I need to be. Okay, so this green line here is like my cheating line. It tells me, like, hey, this is the best line you can take. Even with that on, oh man, look at that. I am gonna wreck it. These people make them mad. But they know I'm American, so they're expecting it. An American doing F1. That's fun. Hey, look at that. That was really boorish of me. Is boorish a word? I think it is. I think I maybe... I don't know if I use it correctly. But anyway. Let's see how this race goes. Oh, this is my first race. That guy's super happy with me. so many aids on, I don't think I can actually crash into cars. Like, I think I have like a special Google car type radar field around me. Alright. Oh, this is requiring like concentration. I can't make tons of witty remarks while I do this. Alright. This is actually pretty fun. Even with a little cheater line on, which I have to have. Okay, now I know that when you accelerate, it takes grip, and when you decelerate, it takes grip. So I think I should get my speed down before I go into these curves and then coast through them. With all the aids I have, it's really doing that for me. This game is hard. This is not Grid or Cruising World or something. And it's in the easiest settings. And I'm 12th, I guess. We're getting way behind the pack. Oh my, this is 15 laps. This race is going to take like half an hour. I did not sign up for that. I'm used to like Cruising World, where it's like, hey, lap 1 of 3. Hope you enjoyed driving through Nebraska. And now you're at the end, where some girl in a bikini is going to jump up and down and say, good job. This is definitely a simulator. As you can see from the green line on the track, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's realistic. No, this is actually a simulator, but they do it right. They make it easy enough that I can actually play it. Man, okay, my nose is super itchy, and I can't imagine what like real Formula 1 drivers are thinking when they are driving, because there's no way they can put their visor up and like itch their nose. So Lewis Hamilton, if you're watching this, how do you itch your nose when you're driving a Formula 1 race? That one close. So this is super entertaining because there's, you know, like literally no cars on the screen. They keep getting further and further away. Well, I'm going to go hard into this corner and hopefully I can catch up a little time. Oh, that did not help. So all of the people who are from outside the United States watching an American do F1 racing, you are probably getting a lot of stereotypes reinforced right now by my terrible, terrible driving and lack of understanding of how I'm supposed to be doing this. I wish I could change my gearing so that I had better high end. I feel like that's my problem, is they're pulling away from me. Like, I don't know, maybe not. Completely insulting to F1 racers that I'm somehow 12th place. In a simulation racing game. I mean, if this were true simulation, I would be lying there dead in a fiery, hot ball of death. So, okay, what do I think of this game? Well, I think it's pretty cool. So who's it good for? Well, it's good for me. I enjoy it. It's also good for people like me who watch Senna on Netflix and are kind of curious about F1. It's meeting my... Oh man, look at him. He came up out of nowhere. He's not going to like this much. Open wheel racing, you're supposed to bump like this, right? So, is it good for you? I don't know. Are you an F1 fan? I found it on G2 Play, which, as far as I can tell, is like a place that buys like games when they're on sale in Steam and resells them for 21 bucks. I don't know how many euros that is, or pounds, but I mean, for 20 bucks, I've definitely blew 20 bucks on worse games than this. I'm kind of enjoying this game, actually. Well, anyway, I don't know. It's fun. So these watching me play video games things, I'm brand new to this, and I'm not sure what kind of like things I'm supposed to say. I know people like watching other people play video games. But usually I think it's because they're good at it, and I'm pretty much not good at it. So if you're watching this, maybe you just want to see F1 racing games. All right, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try and see if I can change my camera view. That was kind of cool. I can look behind me by doing the stick, and I've got some heat behind me. These guys are probably nervous to pass me though. So I don't know what UBS is, but I'm guessing it's some kind of bank, given that it has these keys. And then the other sponsor that's like everywhere on every track, it seems like, is Rolex. So I don't know if that's true, or if like, I'm sure Rolex is a big sponsor of F1 racing. I mean, it seems like their crowd would be that. And then Qantas, which I think is an airline. I'm pretty sure that's an airline. But here's the Rolex stuff. So Rolex is all over this track, and I can't figure out if they have the same three like advertisers because that's how it would be, or if it's because like Heineken would be like a big sponsor and they want to make this game family friendly or something. I've definitely seen better looking race games. The graphics on this aren't stellar. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not photorealistic, which is pretty well where games are going, it feels. Something else I need to think about here too is pits. I would hope somebody would come on my radio here and tell me I need a pit at some point if I need a pit. But so far they haven't, so. That was a bad corner. These are all bad corners, actually. Oh, come on. Good. Pirelli tires. Pirelli makes some decent tires, actually. I used to sell tires when I was in college. A lot of people like the Pirellis. Maybe the P0 is a type of Pirelli tire there. Sharp turn. That was a little cleaner than it has been. Alright. Lap 5. Looking a little better. I don't think I'm going to overtake anybody this lap, but making some ground here. Oh, Magnussen! I didn't even see him coming up on me. Well, that's cool. I've got someone to race with now. Maybe. I'll have more people to race with. Perez, you and I should work together, being North Americans. Okay, come on. Come on. Ah! Perez is pulling away. I must have been holding those guys up. Okay, come on. There he is! I gotta hit that gas a little quicker out of the corner there, I guess. Alright, lap 6. Not looking so hot. Well, you know what? This game is pretty okay. For me, if you have a passing curiosity with F1, I would say this is a $9.99 game. Maybe worth $9.99 probably. It seems like it has some fairly rich gameplay, but you have to be a pretty big fan of F1 to get into the level of simulation they have going on here. For me, like as a casual sports fan and casual race game fan, I don't think this is probably worth the $20 I paid for it. Now, what I was looking for, and I was hoping for in this, somebody might put a yellow flag out for us. Ooh, I need to pit. Okay, we gotta figure out what my pits are. Alright. There was a NASCAR game back when like EA Sports made it, where you had to start off as like a dirt track racer, and then like you worked your way up to trucks, and then the lower series, and then the higher series. And I don't remember which year that was, but it was a really good game, and I like the like RPG elements of it. Okay, good, let's take it over. Alright, well on this pit, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it quits. But I mean, I was looking for a game where I would work through the ranks and not just start like in high Formula 1 level stuff. Kind of like that NASCAR game. That was really a a fun part of the game. So I don't know, whatever. All right. It's not bad. The cons are you just start off in F1, and I was hoping you'd start off in a go-kart or something. So if anybody knows of a game where it's more of an RPG type game where you advance your career in a more realistic way instead of a, hey, you're an F1 racer, let me know. But as far as if you like flight sims, or if you like, you know, like agricultural sims even, or any of the hardcore like European style sims, this game's not bad. But that's not what I was hoping for, and I guess I should have a little bit more been buyer beware. Alright, so if you're one of the 15 people who watched this video, thank you for watching, and I'm going to start doing this with more of my games. Just kind of giving an overview of them and just playing them a little bit. But that's it for this time. Thank you, and I'm done.